Hey guys, so today I'm going to be answering one of the questions I've been asked the most since I've come off the MSC Seaside Yacht Club, and that is, what do butlers do? What can I expect? Are they worth the extra expense to get the yacht club? Stay tuned and find out. Okay, first off, I just want to say our butler was amazing. Glenn and I can't remember his helper's name, but the whole week we had them, they were phenomenal. The room was always kept clean and tidy. We got 2 services a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. They left us treats in our room in the evening, which was always such a fun mystery to come back to. Fun note, if you don't like the treats they leave behind, just let them know. They'll take them away, bring you something else. The options are almost endless. I've heard one person say that they've even gotten M&Ms brought to their room every night. I didn't try that, but I did tell them that I didn't like the little chocolates they were leaving, and so they quit leaving those and they kept bringing me other little fun treats in the room instead, which was joyful. So one of the things that I was able to get my butler / kind of concierge to take care of for me while I was on the MSC Yacht Club, that was fix a pair of shoes. So one of my pairs of dress shoes, the sole came off of the platform of the shoe. So it had just separated on both shoes. Like, what luck, right? You're on a cruise and you're wearing your nice shoes and they just whoop. So I asked if they could repair them. They took them away and they brought them back to me. I think it was 24, maybe a little more hours later. And they were like, good as new. So wow, and kudos to the customer service on the MSC Yacht Club Seaside. Something that I noticed is that not everything is possible through your butler. So one of the things that I asked for that I wasn't able to get was taxi service. So we had an excursion, or I should say I had excursions to go scuba diving. Well, I had booked them third party and I needed to get transportation from the cruise port to the excursion site. So I asked my butler, can you set up those arrangements? And he said no. And his reasoning was that it would be more expensive. I don't know. So I was just like, okay, I asked you to do that for me. And even had it been more expensive, just them having that set up for me would have been nice. But I was told no, and so I ended up doing it myself. So don't ask them to get you a taxi. They do bring you a full pillow menu if you ask for it. Now they do have you do a pre-book-in or a check-in online. They send you like this cute little email and they're like, what kind of pillows would you like? And they give you all the options. Well, we did that. We didn't have what we asked for. So we ended up having to ask again for the pillows that we wanted. And they did bring them. So, I mean, there's that. But the pre-check-in thing did not work as anticipated. We also did the same little pre-check-in thing for our mini bar. So we had selected what we would like to have in our mini bar between non-alcohol and alcoholic drinks. That didn't happen either. I don't know, maybe it was just our room, maybe it was just our dumb luck. I have no idea. If you've had any experience with this, drop a comment below and let me know. Was that your experience? Did you walk into a perfectly stocked, pillowed drink room? I'm curious. I have no idea. This was my first time and this was my experience. I will say we did finally get the complimentary bottle of vodka we asked for. And fun fact about that is that as long as you keep it sealed, you can take it off the ship. And alcohol is included when you're doing yacht club, so there's no point to drink that on the ship. Just leave it sealed up and take it off the ship with you. Another thing I will say about the drinks in the room, the whole time we did ask for certain things. I think we asked twice, and it wasn't me, it was my husband, and it just never happened for us. So that was kind of a bummer. Something butlers can do for you is escort you to places. So they can meet you in your room and bring you to dinner. I saw a few guests take advantage of that. Mostly solo cruisers I saw taking advantage of the escort service. That was kind of neat. They will escort you off, well, to the area where you get off the ship, and then they can escort you from the area where you get back on the ship back up to your room. So if you need help with, baggage, luggage, gear, whatever you're trying to get on or off the ship for a port day, they will take you like to the gate area and then meet you at the gate area and bring you back up. On the first day, so embarkation day, they will, if you need them to or ask them to, unpack for you. And they will do that while you are in the room to kind of supervise. We did not take advantage of this perk. We just did it ourselves because I felt like that might be weird because we could do it ourselves. I could see this being an excellent perk if you have some mobility issues or you have small children and it's just too much hassle, and it would be helpful to have someone do that for you. They will also help you with your luggage up to the checkout point on the last day if you are self-disembarking with your own luggage. So our butler met us and took what he could take with him because we had several pieces of luggage, and he helped us go to that last checkpoint to get off the ship, and he wished us farewell and hoped that we came back again. So that's a nice service as well. They bring you your daily itineraries every day, so that's the paper one. They bring you the treats in the evening, and they can bring you fresh towels. So they're basically a fancy room steward. So to call them a butler and to be like, ooh, it's fancier, only a little bit, just a little bit. So don't get overly excited about, ooh, I have a butler for the week, because they can't be your friend. They can't be with you 100% of the time. They can't be at your becking call. They'll bring pizza when you order pizza for the room. Maybe not your specific one, but one that's in the yacht club if your specific one's doing something else. They can escort you, they can help you with luggage and things like that. They will escort you to the shows in the evening. If it's not your specific butler, one of the butlers from the yacht club will gather everybody in the main concierge kind of meeting area and then take everybody over to the show. So there are some options for use of a butler. So I would kind of think of them as just a slightly elevated room steward. I hope that's helpful. I know that I had done a lot of research prior to my cruise, trying to kind of get a feel for what a butler was, and I didn't see a lot of great content out there either. And that's because it's like I said, it's just a little bit better than a room steward, because our room stewards on all the other cruise ships do most of the things that the butler did. There is only a few handful of things that they do above and beyond. Now obviously they can answer questions for you. I did find that because I was on one of the first several sailings of the MSC Seaside, being in Port Canaveral, that they did not have the wealth of information about the ports that we were at, minus their private island. And I think that was because they just hadn't had enough experience with those ports yet. So I had asked the concierge desk, not the butler, but the concierge desk, which exact port we were in in Cozumel, Mexico, because there is more than one, and I needed to know so I could navigate to my excursion. And he wasn't able to help me. He printed me off a map and circled where we were, but it didn't say which port it was, and there wasn't like any indication on the map that he had printed like where the other ports were, or so that was kind of not helpful. Something else they can help you do at the concierge desk is they can help you set up your credit card. Just a word to the wise, the credit card thing is kind of like the worst thing about MSC, because I had done it the first day and it was like, all right, you're good. And then I went and had a massage, and then I tried to buy something else later, and then it was just like, you can't buy anything else, your credit card's not linked. And I'm like, I did it. I had a guy watch, he saw I did it, so I had to go back and do it again. I ended up doing it 3 or 4 times before it was all said and done. So, and that's a yacht club experience, so I can just imagine what it was like for everybody else. Maybe it was our credit card, I don't know. We were using a Discover card, and I guess maybe it timed out or something. But anyway, that's a whole thing. But they will help walk you through that. If you are yacht club, you have concierge, your butler will help you use the little kiosk and help navigate you through that. So I hope this video was helpful. Please give it a like, follow along, check out all of my other MSC videos. I will be doing a full review coming up soon. I've got a Disney cruise coming up. I've got lots of other fun adventures. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if there's a question that you have about the butler service on the MSC Seaside Yacht Club that I did not answer today, just drop me a comment in the comment box below. I'm totally here for you. If I can answer it, I am on it. Like, oh, I can't snap today. There we go. I am on it. So until the next time, guys, shake a tail feather.